Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Oh, I was caught. There we go. Sorry, I was doing some filming, and so I had to plug the internet back in so that we don't have a connection drop or anything like that. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio L'Effet en forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ces mouvements-là. Hello everyone and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I'm your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have water nearby, have space to work out in, or in this case, stretch in. And if there's any movements that do not agree with you and your body, let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. We've got a full group on Zoom. We got a full group on social media. I love to see this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course, my Zoomies, along with all my homies. All right. Before we get started, please read the disclaimer, which I'm going to put up on the screen right now. This disclaimer is also available in the description of this video on Facebook and YouTube. Veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran et aussi c'est disponible dans la description de cette vidéo sur YouTube et Facebook. Finally, there is a link towards Wordly in the chat, so please make sure that you click on that if you're looking for subtitles, or you can mute me and have me speaking whatever language you'd like, but please note that AI translations may not capture all the nuances of the original language. Ok, alors remarquez qu'il y a un lien vers Wordly dans le chat. Wordly, c'est pour les sous-titres, où vous pouvez me muter et me faire parler n'importe quelle langue que vous voulez, mais remarquez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur IA, et IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. All right, that is it for my spiel. It is time to stretch. We are going to do a stretch. It's not going to be like a head to toe, kind of like normal. We're going to do a bit of a flow, but we will target as many muscle groups as possible. All right, so everyone, starting, just making sure that you have a comfortable spot to stand, reaching your hands down towards the floor. We're just going to stand in mountain pose for a few seconds and practice some deep breathing. Okay, I want you to, as you inhale, I want you to inhale through your chest and then your belly, and then exhale through your belly and then your chest. So I just want us to practice deep breathing in this sequence. Okay, so inhale, fill the chest and then the belly, and exhale, empty the stomach and then the chest. Inhale, controlling those intercostal muscles. Exhale. Reach those shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Very good. All right, everyone, bringing your feet together. Now you can keep them wide if you want, but now we're going to be doing some forward folds. So I want everyone to do it. Inhale with the arms high, nice and high. And exhale, reverse swan dive down. Reach for your toes, keeping your legs completely straight. If your knees are bent, then there's no stretch for the hamstrings. So keep your legs straight and reach where you can, even if that means ankles, shins, or even knees or calves. Good. Now inhale, come up only halfway. And now let's exhale and go back down. Try and go a little bit further than you previously were. Very good. Another breath down here. Inhale, halfway up one more time. And as you exhale, let's try and fold forward again, even a little bit further than you did before. Keeping those legs straight, okay? So if you're only here, or I shouldn't say only, but if you're stuck at this point here, that's completely fine. Stay there and try and work a little bit lower with each breath. Good. Now I want us to roll up one vertebra at a time. We're just going to stack them one on top of the other, nice and slowly. And the chin comes off the chest and the shoulders roll back. And we're good. Awesome. Okay, this time we are going to fold forward, but we're going to walk out into a plank position. So let's take a deep breath again. And then let's fold forward and walk forward into a plank position. Okay, squeezing your bum. You can even bring your feet apart a little bit. Now I want you to drive your bum up into the air and push your head through your arms into that downward dog position. And now come back to that plank position. And now back to downward facing dog. Bum up in the air, drive your heels down, legs straight. Back to the neutral plank position. Again, back into that downward dog position. Very good. Now I want us to bring one foot beside the hand. Okay, and then from here we're going to rotate. So inhale. And I want you to exhale and rotate towards the ceiling. You can place your back knee down on the floor if you wish. And inhale, come on back down. And exhale, reach high. Little twist. Inhale, come back down. And exhale, twist. Hands come back to the floor. Bring that foot in behind. Let's reach our bum up in the air again for a downward facing dog. And come back to that neutral plank position. And come on back on your next breath. Downward facing dog. And come forward. And one more time, come on back. Pushing those hands through the arms. And come on through to that plank position. Bring your other foot now beside your hand. Alors on met la main, le pied à côté de la main et on va faire la rotation vers le haut. Rotation. Vous pouvez vous agenouiller si vous voulez en arrière et coude vers le bas, inspiration. Et lorsque vous expirez, retourne vers le haut. Inspiration vers le bas et expiration vers le haut. Inspiration vers le bas. Expiration vers le haut. On remet les deux mains au sol, on retrousse les orteils en arrière si jamais vous avez enlevé et on revient dans cette position de planche. On va maintenant monter les fesses dans les airs et on va monter une jambe dans les airs aussi. Et en expirant, on amène le genou vers le menton. Inspirez, lève la jambe. Et expirez, genou au menton. Encore une fois, inspiration. Vous pouvez faire ça sur votre genou aussi. Genou au menton. Très bien. Et on revient, pied au sol, et on change à l'autre pied. Alors on monte l'autre jambe dans les airs, et on amène le genou vers le menton. Inspirez, lève la jambe. Et genou vers le menton. Dernière fois, lève la jambe. Et genou vers le menton. Excellent. On revient en planche. On baisse les genoux au sol. Écartez les genoux. Rapprochez les pieds. Et asseyez-vous vers l'arrière en position de l'enfant. Et on peut laisser les épaules en flexion ici. Très bien. Essayez avec chaque expiration de allonger plus les bras vers l'avant et de mettre la tête encore plus entre les bras et amener la poitrine vers le sol. Très bien. Et on revient à une position à quatre pattes. On va faire maintenant les flexions et extensions du tronc. Okay? So we're going to do some flexion and extension in terms of our spine now. So we're going to round the back as much as possible as we exhale. And as we inhale, we're going to arch the back as much as possible, reaching the chin high, bum up. And as you exhale, round the back as much as possible. Inhale, arch the back, lift the bum and the head as much as possible. And exhale, bring the hips towards the ribs, really round out that back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Very good. I want us now to come on up to a kneeling position. We're going to bring one foot off the floor. Okay? And we're going to take a crescent position where we're going to drive the hips forward as much as possible. And we're going to arch the back and lean back as far as possible, okay? Now this may be, if you have tight hips, may be a little bit difficult, but I want you to adjust accordingly. So if you can't lift your arms, that's fine. Simply lean forward this way, okay? So hips forward, reaching back. We're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths. And I'm not the most flexible individual either, so don't worry. You're not letting the coach down. You're just doing your very best. You've already shown up for yourself by being here. Good. Hands on the floor. And now sit back and straighten that front leg. Again, 3 deep breaths. Come on forward and reach high and actually back as you lean. Drive those hips forward and squeeze your bum. See if these 3 deep breaths will be able to get you a little bit deeper into this stretch. And again, reach those hands down now and sit back onto your heel. Alors la jambe avant, c'est tendu en avant de nous, c'est allongé et on essaie de pencher vers la jambe avant. Ok, troisième et truc final pour le croissant. Le position croissant, ce n'est pas le petit déjeuner. Grande respiration et on amène pour la dernière fois les mains au sol et on s'assoit vers l'arrière en allongeant la jambe avant pour pour aller chercher l'étirement dans les ischio-jambiers. Très bien, on revient vers l'avant, on ramène le genou au sol et on change de jambe qui est en avant. Ok, alors la nouvelle jambe est en avant, on pousse les hanches vers l'avant et on prend la position de croissant où on va étendre le plus vers l'avant avec les hanches et le plus vers l'arrière avec les bras pour faire un petit croissant de vos doigts jusqu'à vos orteils arrière. Ok, et je viens juste de recevoir un petit crampe. Alors si vous avez un crampe dans le dos, quittez la position. Ok, arrêtez la position. Oh, étirez un petit peu. Ça arrive des fois. Ok, et je vais reprendre la position. Et on revient vers l'avant, vers l'arrière, je veux dire. On va étirer les ischio-jambiers. Trois grandes respirations. On reprend la position de croissant. Ça aide. Regardez vers le haut pendant que vous faites ça. Ça aide beaucoup en vous inclinant vers l'arrière. Si vous le cherchez, l'inclinaison. Très bien. Et on revient vers l'arrière. Très bien. Et on revient vers l'avant pour la dernière fois. Okay, make sure you're breathing. Remember, I always hold for around 3 deep breaths, between 3 and 5 deep breaths, and then we move to the next position. And now sitting back for the last time, stretching out those hamstrings, folding forward. And 3, 2, 1. Come on forward, hands on the floor, and now back to an all fours position. Now I want you to lift one knee and slide the other foot in front. Then you can replace that knee back on the floor. We're going to sit in a pigeon pose here. So driving that front foot forward. You're going to try and attain 90 degrees with your front leg, if you can. Okay, that's the full range of motion we're looking for. I personally cannot get there because I've got tight hips. But if you can, don't let the coach hold you back. I want you driving that foot forward parallel with your shoulders, parallel with your collarbone. Alors, on va tenir cette pigeon. On essaie de chercher la pleine amplitude. Et si vous êtes capable, n'hésitez pas à cause de moi, parce que moi, j'ai pas la capacité en ce moment. Mais poussez votre pied vers l'avant pour être parallèle aux clavicules. C'est ça qu'on cherche, le 90 degrés au niveau du genou. Très bien. Et 3, 2, 1, on relève la jambe arrière et on revient vers l'arrière et on échange. L'autre jambe vient en avant. On baisse les hanches vers le sol et on tient cette position de pigeon. On respire. On peut s'accoter sur les coudes si on veut. On peut baisser les coudes au sol si on veut. Grande respiration. Et on remet les mains au sol, on retrousse les orteils et on revient en arrière et on ramène l'autre jambe en avant. Cette fois-ci, on va essayer d'atteindre le pigeon complet. Alors ça veut dire décoller la jambe arrière du sol, attraper le pied et de vous redresser un petit peu. Voilà. Je suis pas capable en ce moment, mais si on peut se redresser un petit peu comme ça. Lorsqu'on trouve notre équilibre, très bien. On contracte les fessiers. Pour pouvoir chercher cet étirement dans les cuisses, dans la fléchissure de hanche. Et 3, 2, 1, on lâche cette jambe en arrière, on retrousse les orteils et on change de jambe. Et on va faire exactement la même chose. Alors, on essaie d'atteindre ce 90 degrés en avant, ainsi que attraper la jambe arrière. Et vous pouvez utiliser n'importe quel outil que vous voulez. Une ceinture, une serviette, tête d'oreiller. La liste continue, mais j'ai pas d'autres exemples. Et continuez comme ça. Respirez. Redressez-vous si vous êtes capable. Et 3, 2, 1, on lâche la jambe arrière. Doucement, on replace au sol. On retrousse les orteils. On remet les deux genoux au sol, écartés, les pieds rapprochés et on s'assoit vers l'arrière. Et on passe la tête entre les bras pour la position de l'enfant. Placez maintenant la main droite par-dessus la main gauche et continuez dans la position de l'enfant. Et faites la même chose maintenant sur l'autre côté. Alors la main gauche par-dessus la main droite. Très bien, replacez vos mains et reculez vers l'arrière. Ok, on va maintenant tenir la position en quadrupède. Alors, les genoux en dessous des hanches, les mains en dessous des épaules. On va maintenant passer la main gauche en dessous des côtes et on va aller chercher le mur à côté de nous. Et on va trouver que ça va nous donner une petite torsion dans le dos. Et on va changer de bord. Alors, main gauche au sol, main droite en dessous des côtes. On va aller chercher le mur à côté de nous. Et on revient à la position quadrupède. Très bien. Je veux maintenant qu'on retrousse les orteils, que nous décollons les genoux du sol et qu'on amène les jambes en avant à une position assise. Okay, once you're in this position, we're going to be doing the 90-90 sequence, which I know we know and love. So I want everyone to have your feet outside of your hips. Okay, feet outside the hips. You may need to make an adjustment as soon as we start doing the windshield wiper. So I want you to let your knees start falling from one side to the other side. And then notice here how my foot is a little bit closer to my thigh than I would like. So I want 90 degrees in the front, 90 degrees in the back. Then I switch. Good, and they stayed about the same. Okay, so dig those heels down and start rotating from side to side. 90 degrees in front, 90 degrees in behind. Making sure that we've got full range of motion here. Even if it means sacrificing height in terms of touching the floor, I want you to practice in that full range of motion. Because being like this and having your knee on the floor, you're not going to get as much benefit as being off the floor and having your knees 90 degrees. All right, choose one side. Roll over top of that side with your chest over your shin. Hand on your foot. And now we're going to dip down and roll up. We're going to do some body waves. So I want you to imagine you're on the ocean and you're just floating with the waves in the ocean. Okay, body waves, des ondes corporelles. Okay, so show me some body waves. Chin to your shin, chin to your chest. Chin to your shin, chin to your chest. And I'm going pretty slowly, but if you want to do more shallow and, slowly and deep, but if you want to go more shallow and quick, you can do that for sure. Good. Now I want you to rotate so that your nose is now in line with your toes. And then I'm going to continue the same thing here. So go as low as you can. You're probably going to feel a little bit less capable of going deep. But I want you to use that body wave technique, chin to the toes, and then chin to the chest. Chin to the toes, chin to the chest. Body wave. Very good. Good. Now I want you to come back over top of your shin. Okay. And what I want you to do is I want you to go as low as you can, keeping your chest nice and low. And then what I want you to do is I want you to oscillate from one side to the other side. So rotating your shoulders towards the back wall as you slide over there. And then same thing on the way back. As you slide over your foot, you're rotating your shoulders as well. So you're oscillating like a fan from one side to the other. And of course, making sure 90 degrees in front, 90 degrees in the back. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. Thanks, Noel. See ya. Good job. All right, now one more body wave to come on back to a neutral position. And then we're going to get down to our elbow in behind. Okay, so we're going to lean back on our elbow. And from this position, we're going to be opening up that chest. So open up the chest and keep that arm parallel with the other arm. Inhale, and as you exhale, dive underneath the ribs. And really twist. Get a nice twist in the back and in the medial glute here. Open up. And reach through. Open up. Still 90-90. And reach through. Very good. Now I want you to keep your chest facing the ground. I want you to walk your way back over your shin. And then I want you to roll up nice and slowly for one more body roll, body wave. All right, very nice. Now before we test the windshield wipers side to side, I want us to flip over. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Alors on va répéter exactement ce qu'on vient de faire sur l'autre côté, sur ce côté ici. Okay? Alors, on tient le pied. On a la poitrine au-dessus du tibia et on va faire des ondes corporelles, comme si on flotte, comme si on flottait sur l'océan. Et on va suivre la motion des vagues. Très bien, on peut aller le plus profond qu'on veut ou le moins profond, le plus shallow. Très bien. On va maintenant tourner le corps vers les orteils, alors le nez au-dessus des orteils, et on va continuer les ondes corporelles. Et on va faire en sorte que les jambes sont toujours pliées à 90 degrés et que nous avons 90 degrés entre chaque jambe. On respire. Très bien. On revient au-dessus du tibia. On baisse la poitrine au maximum et on va basculer de un côté à l'autre. On va essuyer de un côté à l'autre. Et on va tourner les épaules pour faire face à l'avant et pour faire face en arrière. Très bien. C'est la rotation du haut du corps vers l'avant, vers l'arrière. Très bien. Et excellent. On va se redresser et maintenant on va baisser le coude au sol en arrière de nous. On va ouvrir la poitrine en inspirant. Et en expirant, on va aller plonger en dessous des côtes. Et on va essayer de mettre les deux coudes au sol. Tout en gardant les jambes pliées à 90 degrés. On réouvre la poitrine. Et on plonge en dessous des côtes. Encore une fois, on ouvre la poitrine et on plonge en dessous des côtes. Excellent. On garde la poitrine baissée. On revient par-dessus. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, sorry about the interruption, everyone. The live still seems to be in progress, so I'm going to continue as though nothing happened. All right. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, so we were in the 90 position, and then we roll up one vertebrae at a time until we're back to the upright 90 position. All right. Dig those heels into the ground now. Now I want you to notice if you see any changes in either range of motion or just the feel of being in these two positions. So one side, other side. You can even stay there and be like, yeah, my knee's way closer to the ground, or yeah, it feels way better to be in the same position. Okay, so it's important to take note of these things, because otherwise you're just showing up and just doing whatever I say and not actually asking any questions or realizing what we're doing. So it's good to remark what changes we're making. Okay, awesome job, everyone. Now I want you to sit with your legs crossed. So legs crossed. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to fold forward with your legs crossed. Okay, it's nothing fancy, but it does some good for your low back, for your hips. Good, sitting back. Now I want you to switch legs to the awkward way of sitting with your legs crossed. I know. Feels weird, but we're going to try and do it with the other leg forward. Deep breath and forward fold. Très bien. On veut essayer de atteindre encore de plus en plus en avant de nous-mêmes. Okay, vous pouvez vous redresser. Nice job. This time, one leg in, one leg out. We're going to reach for our toes on one side. Not only reach for our toes on one side, but we're also going to use the other hand, deep breath, to reach over the top. And we're going to try not to twist this way, sideways. We're going to try to go from over the top, and we're going to try to reach so that both hands are in the same spot. but try and keep your chest forward. Et vous pouvez vous redresser et on va changer de jambe qui est pliée et étendue. Et encore une fois, grande respiration. On atteint les orteils et on va par-dessus pour atteindre avec la deuxième main. Gardez la poitrine en face de l'avant. Face à l'avant. Très bien, on se redresse. Nice job. Et on peut retourner à la position jambes croisées ou peu importe, n'importe quelle position que vous trouvez confortable. On va maintenant pratiquer notre respiration 5 par 5. Okay? Alors, on va faire 5 secondes d'inspiration, 5 secondes de pause avec les poumons pleins d'air, 5 secondes d'expiration et 5 secondes avec les poumons vides. OK? Alors, grande respiration. Inspirez. Hold. Expiration. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Lungs empty. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And return to your normal breathing, whatever that means for you. Awesome. Breathing, super important, not only in fitness, but just in life in general. It's been proven to reduce stress, right? For anyone who has a habit of holding something up to your mouth and taking a deep breath and then exhaling, you can also do that without holding anything up to your mouth. It's called deep breathing, right? So we think about it, some of those habits are just a habit of literally taking a deep breath. And so in order to reduce our stress levels, we should actively, I would say every day, but if not 3 times a week, do this exercise where you take 5 breaths, 5 seconds per sequence of the breath, or per part of breathing. So you're going to 20 seconds total. Inhale for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, hold for 5. And that is going to reduce stress. It's going to allow us to continue through our day with a more level head, and it's going to help us sleep better. It's going to give us a better mood in general, right? So many benefits to deep breathing. So I would highly recommend everybody does that every day. Personally, I need to take my own advice too, because I don't do this every day. But I do find, and not that it's too late, but I should breathe before I get stressed. But when I find myself the most stressed out, where I'm so stressed that I could just squeeze a grape, then I just think, breathe, Saul. That's all you need to do. And then I do this exercise, and it helps. It helps me focus, take my focus off of that, get a little bit of perspective, reflect on what exactly it is that I'm angry towards, and then it helps me kind of come back at it with a level head. And sometimes, I would even say most of the time, I find a solution for whatever the problem is, right? So breathing reduces stress, improves your life tenfold, I would say, at least. All right, well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this mobility session. Please make sure that you stay tuned for all the content that's coming up. We have our Christmas initiative, the 12 Days of Fitness, coming up from December 1 to December 12th. I am not releasing any info on that until the 14th of November. So you're going to have lots of time to prepare and to subscribe and all that stuff. But yes, keep that in mind. Also, we are only about 250 subscribers shy from 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do that, because once we hit that 5K, then I'm going to be running a 5K with some ambassadors if they choose to join me. But I'm going to be running a 5K, and I'm going to make it special somehow. I'm going to put a survey out on social media and on the live classes, and we're going to see what people think we should do. As an idea, we could wear something funny. We could do something other than running, right? But we're going to go 5 kilometers of something. So make sure that you stay tuned for that, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. OK, nous sommes presque rendus à 5000 abonnés sur notre chaîne YouTube. Merci à tous ceux et celles qui sont déjà abonnés. Mais on va faire un challenge pour moi et les ambassadeurs lorsque on atteint le 5000 abonnés. On va faire une vidéo où on va faire 5 kilomètres de challenge de quelque chose. Je vais vous passer un sondage pour découvrir exactement à quoi vous allez attendre de nous autres. Alors peut-être on va porter quelque chose de drôle, on va faire quelque chose hors de courir, on va faire quelque chose de fun pour 5 kilomètres de distance. OK? Alors, j'ai hâte d'atteindre 5000 d'abonnés. Vous avez hâte de me faire porter quelque chose de drôle pour 5 kilomètres, et ça va être vraiment amusant. Alors, je vous remercie de connecter pour cette séance de mobilité, et je vous remercie d'être abonné et de faire partie de notre communauté. Okay, we'll see you guys after the weekend. By the way, next weekend, I'm sure you all knew this, but not next weekend, but next week is Remembrance Day on Tuesday. So we will not have a live class on Tuesday, but I will post a pre-recorded one for Tuesday, as we will not be working on Remembrance Day. And I will see you on Monday though, and then I'll remind you to observe a ceremony near you. There's tons of ceremonies going on. All right, have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des FAC. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des FAC. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires, en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les FAC en forme.